All right, today we're going to talk about a tiny little piece of the internet, one that asks a really, really big question. Oh, yeah, you know this one. You've seen it a million times. It pops up everywhere, right? You're just trying to buy some concert tickets or post a comment, and bam, it's this digital speed bump. It's kind of annoying, and honestly, it feels a little weird, like the internet is constantly questioning if we're even real. But why? I mean, really, why does it have to ask? It seems so obvious. We're human, right? Well, that one simple question, it actually opens up this whole fascinating story. It's about a hidden war happening across the web, like every single second. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack. So instead of just thinking of these things as, super annoying, let's try to reframe it. Think of them more like a digital gatekeeper. Yeah, they're standing guard, protecting websites from this invisible flood of traffic. I mean, just think about it for a second. From the biggest shopping sites to the tiniest little blogs, these checkpoints are everywhere. They're a really fundamental part of how the internet works today. Just making sure that the thing on the other end of the connection is, well, a person. Which leads to the big question, right? Who or what are they trying to keep out? The answer, in one word, is bots. Automated programs that are just designed to roam the internet and do stuff. But hold on, before we go painting them all as the bad guys, the story's actually a little more complicated than you might think. Okay, get ready for this number because it's probably going to shock you. Almost half, like 47% of all internet traffic isn't human. Let that sink in for a second. For pretty much every person visiting a website, there's a machine right there with them. It's this constant, invisible hum of activity happening in the background. And this is where we need to get specific, because not all bots are created equal. You've got the good bots. Think about the search engine crawlers that map out the web so you can actually find stuff. Totally essential. But then you've got the bad bots. And these are the ones causing all the trouble. They're spamming comment sections, trying to steal data, or grabbing all the good concert tickets before you can even click buy. Those are the ones the gatekeepers are trying to block. So the question is, how do you stop them? And that simple question, it kicked off this incredible technological arms race. It's a constant cat and mouse game between the people defending websites and the people creating these bots. And it has changed so much over the years. You probably remember the early days, right? We had those wavy, distorted words that you had to squint at and type out. Super easy for us, but really hard for computers back then. Then, of course, the bots got smarter. So we moved on to pictures. Click all the squares with a traffic light. After that came that super simple checkbox, I'm not a robot. And now, well, today, the test is often completely invisible. It happens in the background without you even doing a thing. And this whole thing, this whole field, it has a name you've definitely seen, CAPTCHA. And it's actually an acronym that perfectly explains what it does. It stands for Completely Automated Public Turing Test, to tell computers and humans apart. So think about that. It's a test made by a machine to figure out if you are also a machine. Kind of mind-bending, right? So, okay, how does that invisible test actually work? Well, it's all about your behavior. The second you land on a page, the system is watching. Not what you're clicking on, but how you're doing it. The way you move your mouse, the speed of your scrolling, all those tiny, slightly messy human things we do. All of that gets bundled into a humanity score. If you act like a person, boom, you sail right through, no problem. But if your movements are a little too perfect, a little too robotic, that's when you get hit with one of those annoying picture puzzles. And that brings us right up to today. Because here's the thing. The puzzles are getting harder for us humans to solve, but the bots are getting way, way smarter. This whole arms race is kicking into a totally new gear. And here's the real kicker, the central problem we're facing now. The same artificial intelligence that we're all so excited about, it's now smart enough to solve the very puzzles that were designed to stop it. It can spot the traffic lights, it can read the crazy text, and it can even fake those messy human mouse movements. The tools we built to stop machines are now being beaten by other machines. So what this means is we're stuck in this constant trade-off. Those image puzzles, they're super annoying for us. And now AI can solve them anyway. That simple little checkbox, way too easy for a smart bot to get past. And the behavioral analysis, the invisible stuff, well, it works great, but it brings up some pretty serious questions about privacy. The bottom line is there's just no perfect solution right now. And this quote, it really nails the holy grail of this whole thing. The dream, the ultimate goal, is a security system you never even know is there. A gatekeeper that's so smart and so subtle that it just quietly filters out all the bad bots without ever bothering a real person. It's a fantastic goal, but man, it's getting harder and harder to reach. So that's where we are. We're in a world where an AI can write a poem, paint a picture, have a pretty convincing conversation. So how do we prove we're the real ones online? That simple little act of proving you're human is turning into this huge philosophical and tech question for the future. And it really makes you wonder, right? What's next?